Hey everybody, this is Josh from Rennline. Today we're going to be installing our TR26 G50 Gbody chassis mounted shifter. Let's get started. I've already gone ahead and removed the center console to expose the shifter, and I've also removed the lid for the rear coupler in the back of the interior. First step is to remove this 13mm hex nut and remove these 3 Allen keys off to release the shifter. Now we have the 4 bolts removed, we can push the whole shifter forward, tip it up forward, and pull it right out. Our next step is we're going to take a 13mm wrench and we're going to go to the rear coupler and remove the 2 13mm hex bolts. We're going to pull the shaft forward, we're going to rotate it, and we're going to push it all the way back towards the wall, just like that. So we want to set the adjustability before we install the shifter. One of the adjustabilities on the shifter is this rod end has a changeable height. So they should come all set from the factory, but if not, you can loosen this nut and spin the whole bottom section of this part to raise and lower this portion of the shifter. This is an early prototype, but on the back side where the bushing is, this will also have an height adjustable section of the shifter. And what that does is when you have everything assembled in the car, you want to line up the shaft so that's parallel. This back section where the bushing is parallel with this circle section of the shifter. And this will make it have the smoothest operation and the most direct feel. So once everything's tightened up, we're going to go ahead and install everything. So earlier in the install, we pushed that shaft in the back corner so we can make clearance for the bushing. We have these 2 pins, so we want to push the shifter forward, and there's a little groove in the tunnel towards the front that allows it to fall in just like that. This part's a little tricky, but we want to use both the rear and this section of the shifter to put the shaft through the bushing. Once started, you can use the back section of the shifter to kind of angle it where needed, and it should just go through the bushing just like that. Our next step is we're going to line up this collar with the hole. We have a provided shoulder bolt that'll install right in that place. Don't tighten it all the way yet because you haven't got the rest of the base mounted. Okay, the next section, we're going to install the rear section of the shaft back on these 2 studs. We'll put your washers. And nuts back on it and tighten up. And you're all set. We can go ahead and reinstall the cover plate for the back of this interior. Once everything's aligned right, you should be able to shift it smoothly into all gears. Then reverse, and just like that. If you're getting any type of binding, the height of either this piece or the bushing might have to change. The last step is to install the shift knob. There's a slot in the front, and the shift knob goes down and tightens with a set screw, and you're done. If you like products like this and you want to check out more, check out our website at Rennline.com.